James Charles has found himself at the center of some Beauty Guru and Love Island drama. Plus, we're talking about the Love Island reunion, Taylor Swift's new album Tea, Logan Paul's wedding backlash, Superman drama, David Dobrik drama. There is just so much that we have to break down that went down this week. So to start off with this Taylor Swift news, you guys know I made a video earlier on this week where we were talking about Taylor making the announcement on the New Heights podcast with Travis Kelce and Jason that she was going to be releasing her 12th studio album titled The Life of a Showgirl. And we covered some of the drama where people are speculating that one of the songs might be about her friendship with Blake Lively because people feel like they're not friends anymore. But there is something else. There is some new friendship drama that has kind of been stirred up. Basically, when she was on the podcast, she made it known that this album is produced only by Max Martin and Shellback, which a lot of fans are considering a really big win for Swifties because for a while now, she has been teamed up with Jack Antonoff to make her albums. And people have kind of been wanting a new sound from her. They've been wanting her to switch up who she is producing with. And so for her to confirm that this album is produced by Max Martin and Shellback, this was really huge for her to be kind of leaving behind Jack Antonoff. But people have been saying that his production has gotten repetitive, whether it be the synthy pop anthems or simple and slow. People just wanted something else. Now, Max Martin is responsible for some of the best pop music since literally the 90s, and Shellback is his longtime collaborator. Taylor has worked with them before on much of 1989 and Reputation, giving us some of her best songs like Blank Space, Style, Delicate, and Don't Blame Me. They even go as far back as We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together from her Red album. So, no hate to Jack, but a lot of people were hating. They were like, thank God, no more Jack. Like, we are set for October 3rd. I am excited that she is not working with Jack. As much as I love Folklore and everything they did together, I have been really wanting a change of pace here. So I'm really wondering what this next album is about to give, and I'm really excited. Though some feel like there might be some tension in the air because she is not working with Jack, because Margaret Qualley, who is married to Jack Antonoff, is on a press tour right now, and she was asked about Taylor's upcoming album because people know that they are very much in each other's lives, and people just kind of felt like Margaret's answer was a little awkward, and so they feel like maybe this is an indicator that her and Jack maybe are not on some good terms.
You mentioned your husband Jack, of course, has produced with Taylor for years. Perhaps you heard she's got a new album that's coming out. Can you tell us anything about it?
I don't know anything, but we'll all be excited to listen to the music.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Maybe Margaret was just feeling awkward because she didn't have any answers about this next album because Jack didn't work on it and there isn't any drama. Maybe there is, I don't know, but people were definitely reading into this. But anyways, Cardi B also reacted to Taylor Swift's announcement post, making it very clear that she is very relieved that Taylor isn't releasing her album on the same day as her. She quote tweeted this and posted these set of photos, and it was very clear that she was very relieved that her date was clear. In other news, let's talk about Toddy from the Vlog Squad going on Jeff FM. This is something that I did cover in the week, what Toddy had to say with Jeff on the podcast, them exposing David and talking about, how David treated Jeff right after the accident. And Trisha Paytas talked about these two reuniting on her podcast, and for a minute she was feeling a little validated in the fact that Toddy brought up the fact that David would make jokes about Natalie sleeping with other people while she was dating Todd, and he just found that really disrespectful and was one of the reasons why he said that they broke up. And Trisha has talked about David being weird for doing this in the past, where she was talking about David was making jokes about Jason sleeping with other people while she was dating him, and so she felt very validated in the fact that, Toddy was also calling him out for this type of behavior.
Right, and he was saying what I said about how uncomfortable I would feel. He's like, when he was dating Natalie, David would make jokes about her and like Ilya having stuff like that while she was dating Todd. So I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, what the that's what I was doing when I was dating somebody. He was just like trying to get him to hook up with other people, and it's like, you're kind of like in the moment, I guess you're like, I guess this is fine because we're all like profiting, we're all like getting views or whatever. But then afterwards, you're kind of like, you're a psychopath, and I think you just like wake up for a minute. Like in the moment, you're like, I guess this is what we have to do, like make money, and then it's kind of like being a hooker, I guess. It's kind of like you just kind of like deal with the shit that gets thrown at you. Just deal with everything that's like not okay, and then you're kind of like, damn, that wasn't okay. You know? So
Sounds
maybe
like
he just woke
David
up.
has issue with people in relationships in close proximity.
Speaking of David, in his most recent vlog, he randomly added in a joke about him being gay, and he did it while Corinna Kopp was naked in a bathtub, or at least she was topless in the bathtub, and he is like giving her a massage, and it's just like, she is very clearly saying, I want to sleep with you, and he is very clearly turning her down while also then making a joke that he's gay. And a lot of people were like, wait, like he didn't say JK after. So is he serious, or is he just like joking about being gay? Like, what is his deal? I mean, the whole thing was just, I don't know. I just found it so weird and random. I don't know.
Corinna, bath, you gotta stay low.
Massages are like my love language. Like if someone wants to have me, all they have to do is give me a massage.
Okay. Wait, this is crazy. It's crazy that I'm so old now that this doesn't even faze me.
Why would it faze you?
Oh, because you're a hot girl. But like, I've been around the block enough to know, like, yeah, whatever, it's just a girl.
Yeah, but why?
And I'm gay.
But why never say that?
I just don't even know like why she was in the bath and he was there. The whole thing, I have so many questions, but that was whatever weird scenario the two of them were dealing with. Now let's get into some of this Superman drama, because this is actually kind of crazy. First of all, I went to go see Superman right when it came out, and I freaking loved it. I honestly, when I saw the trailer, wasn't so sure about the movie, but I loved it. In regards to Superman, there is now some drama because there is a clip that has been put out where we are seeing the behind the scenes of them shooting this one scene between Rachel and David. Rachel plays Lois, and obviously David is playing Superman. And in this scene, she kisses him twice, but like right after she kisses him the first time, the director yells cut, and she like kisses him again. But I feel like it goes so fast paced that she was just going through the motions of the scene, and she was gonna kiss him twice in that scene. And so she just, you know, finished out what she planned on doing, and the cut like caught her off guard. Like she wasn't prepared to cut in that moment. She was just going with the scene. But people are accusing her of cheating on her husband or just not being respectful to her husband because she is married, and they feel like after the director yelled cut, she should have been like, oh, you know, and pulled back and not kissed him the second time. So I'm going to show you guys the clip, and then you guys can evaluate for yourselves what you think.
Cut. Great. Okay.
Everything.
Cut. Great. Okay.
Everything.
Now, the drama really picked up over this. People were feeling so bad for her husband. They felt like she was being disrespectful. And the other people were like, this is why I can't date an actor. Things like this, it would get to me. And someone said that her husband liked this comment on Instagram related to this whole drama. And it said, it's genuinely sad to see your career be tucked out to be remembered as a because your wife couldn't handle herself with her co-star. Like, bro, let's have some self-love and stand up for yourself, man. Leave her to be with him if she wants that much at the end of the day. Some were saying maybe he liked this to kind of feed into the trolls. I don't know. I feel like you just wouldn't like a comment like this, but that is sort of the Superman drama that has been going down this week, of people analyzing this clip and really reading into things and kind of calling out Rachel for not cutting when the director yelled cut. But let me know what you guys think in this case. Now, as for something that is a little awkward, people were talking about some clips they were seeing from Logan Paul's wedding. Him and Nina got married this past weekend, and people just felt like things were off. Like, they were like, are they meeting for the first time? Like, why is this feeling like the deadest wedding ever? Then there was also clips going around of Jake and Logan beating up the cake like they were boxing. I don't know why this happened, but it just honestly to me felt like some sort of Paul wedding. Like, what else do we expect them to be on their normal best behavior? I don't know. People said, this isn't normal behavior. It is so awkward. Why does it look so dead? Do they know each other? Jake looks like a toddler throwing a tantrum. Jake has to act childish in every situation. The fighting the cake is crazy. Why are they punching the wedding cake? So that was just a hard watch, honestly, all the clips from the wedding. It was, it was a wedding. Anyway, let's get into what is going on in the Love Island world and how Jake James Charles has gotten himself involved here. I have been seeing other people talk about this story. It's been on my list for a while, but I just felt like with the Love Island reunion and everything that has been dramatic there, we would just all tie it together. So sorry if you thought we were done with Love Island, but it's coming back up again because the season 7 reunion was filmed and it airs on August 25th. And I know some people are tired of the Love Island, but we've got some beauty guru drama in the mix here, so maybe that will perk you up a little bit. But in terms of the actual Love Island reunion, we don't know exactly what went down there. Some people are saying that things got pretty heated, but all we know as of right now is what insight Andy Cohen gave us on his Instagram story the night that they shot the reunion, which was an all-day event. Some people were even saying that Huda wasn't at the reunion. There was a lot of speculation that she was not going to be there because they didn't see her arrive at where they were filming. But Andy came online. He said everyone was there and people did see Huda leaving the reunion. But it definitely sounded like things were pretty interesting if they were filming for so long that they had to take a dinner break.
Love Island reunions are no joke. We are on dinner break. It is 9:45. We're going back in there soon. This reunion, it's good. And everybody's here. And I'm having so much fun with Ariana. She's amazing. And you know what? I like hosting a reunion with her. It's really fun. So anyway, Daddy needs some coffee or something.
Now, everyone was there apparently except for Sierra, but that honestly doesn't come as a surprise because she did kind of interview herself and say that she wasn't going to be at the reunion. And also because I mentioned this a couple Sundays ago, I talked about the fact that I did want to interview her. At one point in time I did because I really wanted to grill her on, her Love Island experience and things that I felt like people had questions about. But you guys, she blocked me on TikTok. And I wonder which TikTok it was because I feel like my harsh critiques have mostly been on YouTube in the Sunday videos or my Love Island videos, but she didn't block me everywhere, just on TikTok. So I don't know what video it was, but I mean, we're not getting that interview, that's for sure. I just found it so crazy. Like the one thing I really wanted to know was that she obviously used that word in full context and she says that she didn't know what it meant. And I just don't understand how she didn't know what it meant when she used it in full context. But anyway, we're never going to get the answer to that because she blocked me. Anyway, how James comes into the whole Love Island drama picture here is that Nick from Love Island met influencer Daus Mendoza and called him James Charles. Daus took really big offense to this, you guys. Like, he was big mad. And in a now deleted video, he said he didn't know that he looked that bloated, basically body shaming James. And he went on publicly attacking Nick for mistaking him for James Charles, even alleging that the two of them might have been like intimate or something because they don't follow each other, but Nick knew of James Charles and he just couldn't fathom that Nick could know James but not follow him, and it must have insinuated something. I mean, it was a whole thing.
I knew I felt bloated today, but I didn't know I looked that bloated. I'm at the Red Video event. This dumb skinny guy's named Nicholas or whatever the Nikolai ass is here, and I was walking past him and he just calls me a name of somebody really famous that I do not look like. And he didn't even say the first and last name of this person, meaning he knows this person as a friend. But here's the reality is they don't follow each other. This person is gay as meaning if you don't follow each other but you know this person and you were calling me this person as if like you knew him, what have y'all done in the past? Not only that, why the calling me him? I look nothing like him. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not that bloated. Look, he's right there over here. He must think I'm him again. He's literally cracked out. Seriously, like this is what the girls are into nowadays. He's 5'9" and slow as fuck. You bitches can do better. I just can't believe that bitches are actually obsessed with that. Like that's weird and disgusting and stupid and slow. Like what is he even doing here? He's probably somebody's +1.
Now, things ended up turning on Douse. Even though people don't like James Charles, people were just like, whoa, like this is really intense for someone that you seem to be copying. That was like the whole thing, because people were like, you've been seen with James, you've been seen at James's painted parties where you're literally reviewing and promoting his products, yet you're talking about him like this. Like the whole thing was just so weird. And people have also accused him of trying to use James's same intro and do his same makeup looks and all these things that made this so extremely confusing.
Ooh, so Douse Mendoza got called out by the YouTube editor that edited James Charles and Douse's YouTube intros. Somebody commented on Douse Mendoza's intro and said, looks like James Charles animation. Ooh! The guy who edited it said that Douse had a specific request to have something similar to James Charles. Now, because of that similar intro, people are noticing that Douse Mendoza has been trying to copy some of James Charles' videos and his aesthetic. People also noticed that Douse Mendoza's new palette with Glam Light is just a version mashed up of the two painted palettes that James Charles have. Like literally, these are the exact same fucking shades in both of the palettes. Like, it's crazy how you say you don't want to be somebody so bad, but then you're requesting for your intro to be as similar to James as possible. I find that highly hypocritical, and you were literally his best friend, so the fact that you're trying to act like this is an insult when you were literally friends with this dude.
So typically, if anybody else was to get mistaken for James Charles, they would probably be like, absolutely not, because of his reputation. They would take offense to that comment because they don't want to be mistaken for someone that has done the things that James has done. But with Douse, everyone has just been like, wait, this is a really weird reaction because we felt like you wanted to be him. So this is very interesting, your reaction here. But even though he made some pretty aggressive jabs at James, his beef ultimately at the end of the day was with Nick, and he was coming at him talking about, oh, he must just be someone's +1. Like, it was so unnecessary.
He's 5'9" and slow as f***. You bitches can do better. I just can't believe that bitches are actually obsessed with that. Like, that's weird and disgusting and stupid and slow. Like, what is he even doing here? He's probably somebody's +1.
So at the end of the day, he doesn't think that he looks like James at all. But this isn't the only sort of Love Island related tea that James has found himself in, as he has collaborated with Andreina from this past season of Love Island. They filmed a makeup video together.
A hot new bombshell enters the villa. Today we're gonna get glam. Yeah. Andreina, welcome to LA, straight from Fiji, right off of Love Island, the bombshell to end all bombshells. I'm so excited for today. First of all, how was your experience on the show, and what is it like being back in real civilization?
It was good. It was fun. I mean, I was a little sad because I feel like I didn't find a connection. So I was just surviving at some point.
Well, I feel like your time got cut really, really, really short because you had a brief connection with Jeremiah. The guys got, I would say, like jealous.
Yeah.
And then kicked him right off, and you were left with nothing.
And ever since they posted that they did this together, people have been coming for Andreina, telling her that she should not have collabed with James Charles. And recently she was out hanging out with Shelly and Sierra, and not only did she get backlash for hanging out with Sierra, but people were like, and you hung out with James Charles too, and this is how I know I don't like you. Like, people are not forgetting that she did this with James Charles. So James Charles is just at the center of a lot of Love Island drama here, ruining Andreina's reputation, all of this. So people have been in her comment section saying, Andreina, you look beautiful, but word of advice, babe, be careful who you collab with. This man is not good for your brand. He has numerous serious allegations against him. You're weird, Andreina, get away from him. Not James, girl. Out of all the makeup artists you could have gone to, you chose the child pred, and you lost me. Girl, bye. So when it comes to James and the words Love Island, it's always going going to lead to something bad. Whether you're mistaking someone else for him or you're getting glam, it's going to be a whole online drama. But that is what has been going on with James in the Love Island world. I certainly want to know what you guys think about this, plus the Superman drama, Logan Paul's wedding, David Dobrik, literally everything we talked about today. Let me know all of your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.